risky. It is highly risky in terms of every single effort you put inside. If you are a powerful company, if you have a powerful brand, you will have multiple applications for a single position. Now, if you have multiple options in here, it is highly risky to go for the selection to get the right person out of that application list. Now, if you have multiple lists, you never flick a coin and say, you are the man, I pick you. You don't go for this gambling. You always do this selection based on the prediction. You do certain tests and you predict, you assume this guy is the right guy, he would perform better, he would add value to this organization better, so let me take this guy. Now, in this, you may make mistakes or right decisions in 4 different varieties. Number 1, I would say, you assume based on the tests and the interviews, or you predict this guy to be a high performer. So then you select this guy. So high performer, because of that you select him. And then if he actually performs high, your decision is right and you have been positive in this decision making. So you hired him, no problem, right decision. But on the other side, you predict someone to be a high performer, he may add extra value to your organization, and you, based on this, you were positive, then you hire the guy. But when you put him on board, he is underperforming, he was not performing as you assumed, as you predicted. In this case, you made a false prediction and you hired him because you were positive about him. In this case, you are lost because wrong recruitment, this guy would leave your organization, or otherwise you don't need him. And the third type is about you predict certain people to be a low performer, and then he is actually a low performer. In this case, since you predicted him low, you never pick him. So your decision is right and you are negative about him as well, and you kick him out and you never pick him. And the final category is this. This is a very dangerous category, in fact, where you make some wrong decision. You predict someone to be a low performer. So when you predict as a low performer, what you do, you kick him out. You say, no, I don't want to. Then actually, if you put him in your workplace, he would be able to perform very high. He can add some extra value than you really expect. In this case, you make a decision here to kick him out, to refuse his application because you have been negative about him, and it is a false decision. You know what happens? These kind of guys, they never lose their days without a job. They're high performers. They're going to work across the road opposite to you with your competitors against you. And here we say, oh man, I missed you. So these are the 4 risks that you have. An engineering organization has one single vacancy for an engineer. When they call for applications, they got 4 CVs hit their inbox. All 4 of them are engineers, intelligent, team players, confident, result-oriented, ambitious and creative. When you see all these CVs are very much equal to each other, and your problem is how to select the right one because you need only one. But obviously there is a better one or the best one, and there is a worst one here as well. And your strategies, your selection criterion, selection methodologies would play the role to pick the right one and leave the wrong one.